Hey guys, it is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Welcome to IFYL, Inspirations for Your Life. I'm so glad that you popped in to join us. It is Monday, yes, June 12th, 2023, and you are listening or watching Inspirations for Your Life podcast. If you are new here, well, just go ahead and grab your phone if you're watching us, that is, and launch your camera app, point over the QR code like so, touch the ellipse. You'll get my link tree in just a couple seconds on the screen. And once you get that, you'll see all some great stuff. Or you can just go to believemeachieve.com for more of my great creations. So definitely check that stuff out. I think you're going to be really happy and pleased that you did. And you know how we do this every week. We start a new master topic on Saturday. We roll through the week and we finish up on Friday. So thank you so much, whether you're watching us at 12 noon, 12 midnight, 3 a.m., 3 p.m., 6 a.m., 6 p.m., 10:30 a.m., 10:30 p.m., or whatever you watch us. Thanks so much for making Inspirations for Your Life a daily part of your motivational day. All right. So here is our master topic, everyone. You ready for it? Here it is. How to Handle Conversations. Series 2, Show 24, Episode 3. So Series 2, so that means we are in our second year, everyone. Yes, we are in our second year. Can you guys believe that we are in our second year? I cannot believe that we are in our second year. That just like I wonder, like, where did the time go? Because like I just remember we started this, not too long ago, and it's amazing how we've evolved, and we've gone doing so many different things. I think it's just really crazy how this is growing, which is amazing. And by the way, I'm so very grateful that we are growing. I mean, extremely grateful. And when we think about conversations, okay, there are levels of communication. So there's a communication level where it's for acquaintances. Okay, those are people that you don't really know. They might be a neighbor of yours. You might have talked to them once or twice, or maybe you know them for a while, but you really don't associate that much with them. You don't have a lot in common. There's a level lower than that, and those are strangers. Those are people we don't know. Now, we could get to know strangers, and strangers can be acquaintances. And then acquaintances can stay acquaintances, where you just kind of reach out to them if you need something, but you don't really get past more than how's the weather, what's your kid doing at school? Do you need a pickup with carpool? It's really a very light level of a friendship. And then after you move past acquaintanceship level, you get to friends. Friends are people that you can rely on, you can talk to, and then after that, you can maybe get to best friends, right? So, what I think is important to understand is that in life, there are these different levels, and we can't just expect people to all be at the same level, because you know what? They're not. They're not at the same level. Now, you might ask yourself, well, can they ever graduate to another level? Yeah, sure, they can graduate, but you can't force someone to go be a friend when they just start as an acquaintance. All right. So, what's important to understand between acquaintances, strangers, acquaintances, friends, okay, and best friends is the level and type of communication you have. A stranger, you might ask the weather, you might ask the time, you might ask, is this plane on time? Is the train on time? Uh, what time is the next whatever? Or do you know where the restroom is? Or so you might ask very low risk questions. Doesn't cause you any type of fear or them any kind of fear or risk. Okay. After you get past strangers, then you get into acquaintances. Acquaintances might be a little bit more involved. Of course, you'll ask questions like, where's the restroom? Is this train on time? And you might be a little bit more pleasant, like, hi, Mary. Hi, Joe. What time's the train coming? Oh, 2? Okay, yeah, sure. And the conversation is going to be very light. Like, oh, what'd you do last night? Oh, not much. I just stayed home and I watched the whole series of whatever it was. But you don't get into much more than, oh, well, that's good. And then they go and put their headbuds on. Now, you're trying to take that conversation from, like I said, hey, what'd you do this weekend? Oh, not much. I just did some swimming. How about you? Uh, I just stayed home, took it easy, swam in the pool, ate, relaxed. Oh, that's really good. Okay. And then they put their earbuds on. It's because they don't want to get any more involved with you. They don't want to get the relationship to become any more than just an acquaintance. Okay. These people, they put their earbuds on, they're all like big shot and everything. And, or you ask them a question like, oh, and then if you ask another question like, oh, I really don't know, but listen, I want to listen to this. And then you ask, like, I have a question. What time's the bus coming? Oh, it's at 4 o'clock. Oh, okay. No problem. Thanks. And what street? And you could ask if they, but you don't want to keep bothering them because then they're gonna be like, they don't even want to talk to you, right? And they're not strangers, but they're kind of very guarded people. They just don't want to share things that are going on in their life. Not that they're ashamed of them, but they just don't want to share them, whatever they are, good or bad. And so those are your acquaintance people. And they're kind of like friends. Can you trust them? You might be able to ask them, hey, would you watch my bag? Yeah, they might do that for you, but they're not really going to roll the red carpet out for you. They're just not. An acquaintance is someone that will be friendly to be polite. Does that make sense? They don't have to be friendly, but they want to be polite, so they're appeasing you. They listen to a question or two. They might answer something like, "Hey, what'd you do this weekend?" "Oh, just took it easy." "Oh, what'd you do?" "Well, just stuff." And then they put their headbuds on because they don't want to do anything more. Where if they were trying to become more than acquaintance, oh yeah, we went out, we played golf, and then we came back, we made Sundays, and then we made homemade pizza. That's somebody who wants to be more than an acquaintance. So we have to recognize, obviously, people that want to stay strangers, they don't want to progress to being an acquaintance, right? If you ask a stranger, what time is the bus coming? But then you start asking them something else. Oh, gee, this is a great song, isn't it? I guess. And then they put their headbuds on. They're trying to tell you that they really don't want to talk to you in a nice way. What happens after the acquaintance step? Well, the acquaintance step would be friends. That's someone who will probably talk with you. They'll share some information, maybe some personal details, but they're not best friends with you. There's someone that's going to share a lot of information that they wouldn't share with a stranger or an acquaintance, but they're not necessarily going to be like, hey, I'm having a barbecue this weekend. You want to come and hang with me? That's not happening with just friends. Okay. Maybe if they invite the whole group, that's fine, but they're not going to just invite you to come over and just, shoot the breeze or go swimming with them or go fishing. No, they're going to be a little different. Your best friend is going to be someone that you can talk a little differently to, a little bit more closely to. Now, regardless of whether it's platonic, non-platonic, the other thing that's very interesting about this is that most people will keep the level where it is. Strangers stay strangers, acquaintances stay acquaintances, friends stay friends. Best friends can go backwards, but that's where they are. So sometimes people try to push that level. Like, I just met you yesterday, and I can't expect you to be, an acquaintance that quickly. It might take a few days, might take us, bumping into each other a little bit. And then maybe after you're an acquaintance for a little while, maybe I can suggest something. But then if you don't respond in kind, I know you're not interested in being more than just an acquaintance. So what happens when somebody tries to, let's say, push that forward when you don't want to be pushed forward? So we talked about levels of communication and how certain conversation seems difficult. It seems almost like it's an effort. But you see, the person's doing this on purpose because they don't want you to get into that compartment of their life. Could be relationships, it could be their job, it could be a variety of anything. It could even be what clothing they like to wear or what music. Everybody's going to be different. Everybody has a different space bubble. Okay. And by space bubble, I don't just mean where you're standing, I mean what you can talk about. So if somebody, let's say, a stranger asks you a question like, "Oh, what do you think of the music?" I don't know. I really don't listen to music. But then now you push them. You're like, "Well, oh, you don't like Billy Joel, or you don't like this." I'm sorry. I listen to X3 or I listen to something else. Oh, okay. Oh, well, what's that? It's on the internet. You can just Google it. You can download it, and then they put their headphones back on. And when you try, so what are you having for lunch? Just a sandwich. And then when you start to get to a point where you're like pestered, like, "Hey, man, look, I just really want to eat my lunch in peace, and I don't mean to be rude or anything, but I just kind of want to just be by myself. Okay, thanks." That's their way of telling you that they have no interest in becoming an acquaintance or becoming a friend, let alone a best friend. Why does this happen? Maybe they've let people in the past and they have disappointed them. Could be. Those could be the reasons. Or it might just be that they have a very big personal space bubble. But this also happens not just with strangers that we meet like on the street. Okay. It also revolves around people we might talk to, like those that provide service to us. It could be someone in the restaurant, a server. It could be someone in a car that's driving us somewhere. It could be someone in the store, right? It could be somebody like that. And oftentimes they try to be polite with you because they want to make the sale or they want to not get in trouble with their boss, but really they don't want to talk with you. So we're just getting started on this, but tomorrow we're going to go into what happens when that conversation gets a little bit awkward. And let's try a restaurant because I think that's a popular one. I know I was a server for a long time, and then I became a black tie, then a captain, and some people just wouldn't shut up. The customer was always right, but maybe I didn't really want to talk. Maybe I just wanted to work. And how do you say that in a nice way? So tomorrow we're going to dig into that a lot deeper. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It's been a privilege, been a pleasure, been an honor to be with you this fantastic, amazing June 12th, Monday. And we will dive even deeper tomorrow. But check out BelieveMeAchieve.com for more of my great creations, including, yes, Jason McAdamy's motivation, where we talk about productivity, how to be productive. That released today. So be sure to share this out. Go to my YouTube channel, John Space E Space MORLEY Space Serial Entrepreneur. Look for that key phrase, everyone. Help keep our content free. Make the choice, ladies and gentlemen, to buy my team and I a cup of coffee, a bowl of fruit, or perhaps a savory dessert plate. Either way, we're going to be grateful with those pennies and dollars. We'll invest into new hardware, new technology, new equipment, new software, even new facilities to give you the most jaw-dropping, motivational content to empower you to become better. And yes, this week we're teaching you how to be empowered by the conversations you have with the people you interact with. And there's many different levels. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. All right. You take care. And we have more great content coming up. But if you missed anything, feel free to head over to BelieveMeAchieve.com and watch any of these episodes again. Take care, everyone, and be well.